Alright, guys, whenever you're watching this, just know that I decided to make this a live design. Today, I want to create a banner for email. I want to create a banner for email marketing, and I already started before I remember that I could just make this for for YouTube as well. So it's going to be a simple banner, and I'm going to be using some of the elements I already have on ground. So let's get started. Yes, our stream is is live. Let's may probably just copy the link and share. Okay, I'll share the link now. All right, so we have a few stuff here to put on this design, and everything is going to be very simple. So the copy as I have here is I need it's big news. You can trade up to blah 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 pegs, special rate, dedicated CNS, and then much more. So you can trade up to $10,000 on the flash change app. So we copy that and bring it in here. So the the big news will be, because this is a landscape design, so the big news part will be here. Sometimes when I move these layers about, it affect the layer style, and I'm wondering why that is. So I'm just going to nudge it with my keyboard without using my mouse, and then we have it this way. Now for this megaphone we are using, I'm going to probably scale it down now and then put it on top here as a campaign something. Okay, let's take it up here. Now there was a time I used to wonder, how do people create their designs? Is it the same thing for everybody, that sometimes you are designing and then you are just walking through design, not like you're very sure what you're doing? Sometimes for me it's like that. Sometimes I already know what I want to do. So like today now, I can't say okay, I'm very sure what I want to do yet, but let's get right into it anyways. So I'm going to delete this get trading, right? I'll click on it and delete from my keyboard. Delete this part as well. Probably even delete everything and just retain this text. So I'll delete this. Then the text I copied, I'll just paste it on this one, right click, paste without formatting. And it says you can trade up to 10,000 US dollars on the flash change app. So you can trade up to $10,000. You can trade up from $10,000 will come down. I'm going to copy this part, cut that part, Control X, and duplicate the text. Okay, remove the text here, then I'll paste that here, and then I'll copy out the cut out the on the flash change app. The reason is I want to make this $10,000 the big part of this entire thing, right? So put it up like this, scale it up some, and then I will Yes. So at this point we have $10,000. And then I'll copy this text again, bring it down here, and paste the remaining part of that text here on the Flash Change app. Okay. Hi, please pass me that phone. I want to post this online. Thank you. Okay. So, all right. Thank you. I'll put this on my WhatsApp status. Okay. That's for one, two. I'm going to put in my. Okay. Okay. All right. So let's do this. Now we have that on IG. So we have these three lines of text that I want to align to the center, all three of them. Yeah. I'm now thinking we can actually have the $10,000 on this big text instead of the big news. So let's say $10,000, 1, 2, 3 dollars. Okay, yes. Control C, and we paste it on the second layer as well. So we can bring the two of them to the right hand side this way. Again, I want to know why this happens. Fully I figure it out. I move the text and then the layer style gets messed up. So, but now it's back. So we can say you can now trade up to 10,000 US dollars on the Flash Change app. Yeah. So we have it this way now. You can now trade up to $10,000 on the Flash Change app. Good. So we have this on this side of the screen to the right hand side, and then this megaphone we have to be flipped. So Control T to transform it, you right click and then you flip horizontal. Then I think we should rotate it so that this megaphone faces up some. So yeah, I think it works this way. There is a Gaussian blur on it, but you can paint a little black on areas where you want sharpened. Okay, so I'm going to paint black there to reduce the blurriness in those areas, even on the handle. Yeah, so we have this. So we need to get a little more creative with how we use a big news, because big news here is also important. However, the $10,000 is more likely to give us more attention. So big news here. I'm going to try do something with that big news. But before then, notice that on the text we have perks for that offer, special rates, dedicated CS and more. So that was what I intended to do with this little banner here. Actually copied it from another design I did. Right, but it can't work now because I only have two items on that particular particular copy, so I can't exactly use it now. The only thing that can be done is if I delete any one of them. But let's see what happens next. So I'm going to move this big news first and see if I can make anything from these guys. So Control T to transform, and then perspective to change the outlook. It doesn't work this way. I think it can work this way. Yes. However, the issue with this is that okay, we will double click on this because it's a smart object, so we can edit the rectangles inside. I'm going to have to delete some of these rectangles. I'll delete this one. I'll just probably hide them. I'll delete this. I'll delete this one. I'll hide it, and this one. Then this one I'm going to change to big news. Big news. And then the rectangle will be shortened in width. I'm going to reduce the width of the rectangle and increase the height. Right. And to match the theme of the entire design, which is like orange, I'm going to change this fill to an orange fill, something like that. Like this. The other side is equally, let's change it to white. And then the rectangle itself, we have to change the fill a little. That's too much. Almost too much as well. Let's check it. We'll first save it and see what we have on the other side. So Ctrl S to commit the changes to the smart object. Okay, then let's check it. Not this one. It's not the design we're working on. This is the design we're working on. Alright, so what we have now is that we have shortened the rectangle so it doesn't exactly fit, but we can try make something better. So I'm going to expand this. I'll scale it up. Yeah, and then I'm going to probably, yeah, this way, and scale a little and press enter to commit it. So now the only issue right now is that we can't exactly see the contrast on this design here on the bigness part. So we are going to change the fill of this rectangle to something more white like this, and then the other side maybe a little pale, and then we commit the change this way by pressing Ctrl S. So let's go back to our design, and then yes, now we have the big news coming from here. It looks better this way. Also, to make it better, you can add a little blurriness to it. Then let me add a little part of to this design. Instead of just big news, we can change to we've got big news, so that the spacing that is being wasted on top and beneath the text can be utilized. So then Ctrl S to commit that change, and then we come back here. Yes, and then it looks better this way. We've got big news. Another thing we can do to this part of it is that we are going to duplicate this. I'll hold Alt, click on the layer and drag it down here, and then I'm going to give it the one under, I'll give it a motion blur. So go to blur, go to motion blur, and put in this angle, probably even on 0. Yes, nice. So the essence of this is that it kind of makes it look like it flew out of the megaphone, right? You press enter, and then you can shift the one on top to the right a little. No, not that. This a little, yeah. And then delete layer mask. I'm going to plane out the edges here so that we don't see the sharp edges, to show that if something is moving in motion, you don't exactly see it sharp on all sides. Your eyes cannot capture that. So make it more realistic. Yes, this way. So with this way, it looks like the one on top flew out of the megaphone. Okay, so we move it to the left a little. Yeah, makes it better now. So we've got big news. Now it says we can trade up to $10,000 on the Flash Change app. So right click, we give it, change the color to white, change this one as well to white, and get some harmony on it. Then this big news, we have to use it for something else. So we have the perks, special rates, write that in here. Special rate. Let's reduce the size. This is 14. Special rate. And then we change the font type to medium. Quickly, I want to use this rectangle. I'll just copy it and go to this side of my design, and then put it here. Control S to save. So we go to special rate and move it on top of the two of them and scale down the rectangle. Control T. Yep. Nice. So the rectangle itself, I'm going to, what's happening? Oh, I'm going to rectangle. This is no longer a rectangle. It's like it's a path already. So I'll draw another one. Oh, I was working on the wrong one. Sorry, I didn't have to do it. Yeah. Then I want this to look like a capsule. So I'll just turn it. The corner radius, I'll turn it to full so that it looks like a capsule. Then align these two to vertical and horizontal centers. Now, special rates, and then we duplicate these two. Write the second peg. The second peg is dedicated customer service. So CS, dedicated CS. So I'll group this one, and then I'll group the second one as well. Then the two of them can be moved together. Move this. And then and more. So it says and much more. Control C, Control V. And so we have completed this design. Of course, if you want to spend some more time on it, we have a number of things to change, but for now we can actually stop here. The only thing I might want to change here will be um, maybe the scaling and a little of the position on this $10,000 part. And I think I might want to align it to the left. So let's say this one, and then you can trade up to on the flash change up, or align it to the right rather, sorry, to the right hand side. So even the $10,000 can be aligned entirely to the, yes, even this, and then everybody to the right hand side. Then remove them. Yeah, it is neater this way. The good thing is if you take time to look at your design, you can always find something to improve. It is a trap of every designer. No matter how long, I mean how much you think you have done, if you look at it again, you can find something to improve on. Okay, so right now, look at this again. I'll just take it as the final design. Okay, so did I just promise myself because I just found something to change? Yep, yeah, thank you. Yeah, so you can trade up to $10,000 on the Flash Change app. Then this logo can also come to the left hand side. Alright, so I think we are done now. So big news. We name the artboard big news, and then we save and then export. We save and then we export. I'm checking my live now, and it's funny the color I'm looking at. Is this the color that people are seeing? Because looks it looks more yellowish than orange. I'm surprised. Is that what people are looking at? What's happening? I'm checking my live now. It's funny the color I'm looking at. What's happening? On my laptop, it's actually more orange than it is yellowish. Okay. Are we still live? Okay, we are still live. Excellent connection. Okay, so we conclude that and then we continue with another flyer. This has gone on for 30 minutes. Thank you for watching this. I'll come back online very soon. Oh, of course, we haven't exported it. So big news. You click on the name of the artboard, go to File, go to Export, and then click on Artboard to Files, delete the prefix, and then run. It will run, and when it's done, you can just locate it in the folder whose name Photoshop will tell you. This is the folder in which you can find the file. Alright, thank you guys. I'll see you in the next video.